Brace yourself, sports and music fans, because every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Arizona time is go time. Introducing one of the hottest, most entertaining, and downright addictive podcasts you'll ever need. PD and J was good today. Hosted by none other than Jay the King and Pockett. These two dynamic personalities will keep you on the edge of your seat with their unique blend of humor, storytelling, and knowledge of sports and entertainment. And you know what makes it even better? They're live on YouTube and Facebook, so you can join the conversation and be a part of the action. We're always on the lookout for awesome guests to join us on the show. So if you think you've got what it takes to hang out with J the King and Pockett, then slide into our inbox at the King. That's JDUBBTHAKING. And let's make some magic together. So what are you waiting for? You don't want to miss a single episode. See you on Wednesday.
Are you a business owner or someone looking for more ways and avenues to advertise and promote? Look no further. Contact us today for an advertisement. Email pdnjmediaproductionsllc@gmail.com for more info. Promotions are everything. What are you waiting for?
What's good, folks? What's good? Another week, another Wednesday. So you know what that means. Another episode of PD and J. What's good today? I'm your host, Jay.
And I'm your host, Pockett.
Doing that but you right now.
I don't give a damn. That means I got my own damn catchphrase, don't I? What's up, folks? We here. We live. And you know what? We ain't going to waste no time. You want to know why? We have a very, very first time.
Before you even get into that, everybody tuning in, you know what to do. Should I say it? I'm going to let you say it.
You know what? Since he's letting me say it, I'm going to say it the only way I know how. Hit the goddamn like, y'all. Come on now. Like and subscribe, because if you don't, well,
you're missing out.
That's the best way. That's the politically correct way to say it. If you don't, I'm going to come hunt you down.
Anyway, folks, let's hop right into it. We have a great show
Men
today.
lie, women lie, numbers don't. So I'm going to come hunt you down.
We got a great show today. We actually got a good special guest that's in the building today. He's an actor. He's a director, a producer,
A writer. He's a do-it-all of all trades when it comes to the entertainment industry. When you want to see a film, he's got it going on.
His newest film that you can catch is right on everybody's favorite network right now. We're going to get right into that.
You're not catching me with that. It's not everybody's favorite network. Actually, you know what? Besides the Kung Fu Theater, his movie is the very first one I've even watched besides Kung Fu Theater.
On there? Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
So, yeah, I only watch Kung Fu Theater on there because that's where Amazon takes me. They don't watch the Kung Fu Theater.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway.
Because everybody's Kung Fu fighting.
Without... You know we're going to get sanctioned for that, right?
Well, not really, because I didn't sing it. I said it.
Anyway, without further ado, we have the one, the only, Abdul Alamin.
Appreciate y'all.
This man is chilling in the director's couch.
I know, it looked like he's plotting on his next move real quick.
He already got his next movie done. Hey, what's going on here? Man,
how you doing, family? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How y'all brothers doing?
Man, we're living the world as we speak. We're living the life.
So let's hop right into it. We mentioned a lot of hats that you wear, but let's start from the beginning. Who are you and where did you come from?
My name is Abdul Alamin. All my folks, they call me Junior. Man, I got a bunch of aliases come out of Oakland, California. Like you said, writer, producer, director. But how I started, and I graduated in 2001. I'll be 40 next week. So basically, my mother rented a camera for my sister's wedding in '99. I borrowed the camera, and I never looked back. You know, so I started filming my friends at school, fell in love with it, and it's the only thing that kept me out of trouble. So I stuck with it.
Now, growing up from the Bay Area, having that outlet kind of meant a lot, right?
What outlet you talking about?
I mean, as far as grabbing that camera and be able to have that outlet to express yourself besides other ways of.
Well, I guess what he's trying to say is, instead of grabbing a camera, you could have grabbed something else and went a different way.
Correct.
Basically what it prevented me from doing. Exactly.
So what made you?
Time, not to cut you off, bro, but at that time there was no cameras. Like nobody was running around filming. You know, there was no guideline to like shoot movies or anything like that. So it was like basically you just having fun. There was no computer to edit on. I used to edit on the VCR. How I started. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So
Wow.
So those are the younger viewers. A VCR was this thing. You took a tape about this wide, and you put it in there, and then he had to go back
and scratch it up, edit it.
You had to literally go back and delete over stuff and rewind, fast forward, play. You know the things you do on your computer right now. Yeah. He had to do it on the actual physical device, manually.
So what made you fall in love with it?
Well, like I said, I used to walk to school with my friends, right? So I bring out the camera. I'm the only one that got a camera, and I would see the attention. Everybody want to jump in front of the girls, the athletes. So it's like it made you feel special. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I wasn't doing it. I was doing it just to have fun. Then I realized I really had the gift for it.
So what was that moment? What was you filming? I want to get specific here.
Before you get specific, so you mentioned something very key. You said the girls.
Yeah.
So were you filming the girls?
What you mean?
So were you Elamine gone wild?
Nah, we was in high school. No, we wouldn't.
Okay. This is why we got to clarify that, because you said filming girl. You gotta clear that out.
It made them want to speak and say hi. You know what I'm saying? It brought their personality out.
Okay, so that was your way of being able to come. How can I say it? It was a way to be able to get the attraction from the girls that you wanted without having to necessarily come out your shell to do.
Now I ain't gonna say that because we was pulling them without.
I know that.
You know what I'm saying? We was having girls without none of that stuff, but it did
make it easier. It made it easier. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: as far as what was that signature moment that you can say that you said, I got something with this filming. I got something with this. Like, what were you doing and when that moment happened? Can you recall that?
Yeah, it was like, I think it's almost say 1999, 2000. We were shooting. I stayed in Alameda at the time, and it was like a big ass apartment complex, and we were shooting a movie. And the neighborhood drug dealers come knocking my mama's door and be like, when you get done with that movie, you know what I'm saying, we want to buy a tape from you, like $20, whatever the case may be. And this was in 2000. I never ended up finishing the movie, but that right there let me know that it was a real deal. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay.
Well, actually, I got a question for you. Do you have any plans to finish that movie?
I don't even have the footage no more. You know, it was on the VLC, so ain't no telling where it's at now. But I wish I did. I ain't gonna lie. It was totally cool.
So you know what? When we talk about your many roles, what was your greatest inspiration? Because I know you said when you did the wedding, you realized you had a niche for this, but you had to be inspired somehow beyond that. Like, what made you to keep going and decided you wanted to expand, just beyond a cameraman? Because you got some people, that stay there at that stage when it comes
to
this.
Progress.
Yeah.
So what made you progress?
Well, I could go back to like 97. My oldest brother, he in the movie too. All my brothers in the movie. But my oldest brother, when he used to come visit us, he had a camera, and I got twin brothers too. They in the movie too. He used to he was trying to shoot a movie back then, but he never finished it. That makes sense. He didn't really know what he was doing, so that's kind of like where the idea came from. And then my sister husband, he was in a movie called Obstacles with E40. I don't know if you ever seen it, but it's on
What
Tubi.
was it? Say that name again.
Octopus.
Octopus. Okay.
No, Obstacles.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all ain't never seen it?
No, I haven't. But now that you
Go-
mentioned it,
Go on Tubi, check it out. It was filmed in where I'm from.
okay,
But
okay.
you know, seeing things like that being created let me know that it was real. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. Like I said, I'm from Oak, California, where we don't really see a lot of, you know, things being done like that.
Other than the Golden State Warriors, right? Other than the Warriors, you don't really see much.
The
Yeah.
Warriors is garbage. Remember, the Warriors is garbage back then. They wasn't.
Yep.
They ain't the same Warriors.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you're right about that. Like we had one TMC maybe, and that wasn't even a thing till later.
Right. Well, yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about your movie. The one that we want to highlight, and those that are tuning in, let the people know what the name of this movie is, what it's about, and break down, you know, the what was your mind frame at when you made this movie?
No, don't go too far into it, because here's what we want to do. We want you to give the overview, because we've got the clip and we've got the movie. We're gonna post it for you in the chat for y'all.
We're gonna post the link.
I don't want you to give the whole plot.
I'm gonna post a link for the whole movie, not the trailer. I'm posting the link for the whole movie, but I do want you to break down what it's about. Don't give too much away, but break down what that movie's about.
Okay, so basically, it's a love/hustle story.
What's the name of it?
It's called Tunnel Vision. Streaming now on Tubi. It's a love/hustle story. It's about a guy that was hustling. He got caught up in some mess, but before he got caught up in the mess, he was lost track. While he was hustling, he had a clientele full of beautiful women. So basically, it's a love story and a hustle story in one.
So now here's the meaty question. What was your inspiration for the story? Like, is it from personal or somebody you know? Because you know, most writers and directors, or writers mostly, when they get a story, they have an inspiration for that story. Maybe somebody they know, or it could be personal. So what was your inspiration?
Yeah, it was a little bit of it was through experiences, things I experienced in life. And I just wanted to tell a story about it. Because, well, like you say, you don't want me to tell too much, but the idea of a man dealing with so many women, people will have different, you know, mixed views about how it might happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I want them to really watch it, so they can really understand the story I was trying to tell.
Now, is this kind of based off a true story, or is this fictional?
It's based on a true story.
Parts
of it. Okay.
And you said your brothers are in this movie as well. How did that work out for you?
It worked out good to be able to get them, you know what I'm saying, all in the same film. Worked out real good. You can't really tell which ones are my brothers, but they all my blood brothers.
Really? And how many brothers do you have?
4.
Okay. And
so now I guess, you know, we were supposed to do this interview a few weeks ago, so you obviously know what's been going on. When you think about your brothers, I want to talk about family a little bit because it's personal to me. Right. When you think about your brothers, it sounds like to me you guys have a really good bonding relationship. Now, I know you mentioned you had a couple older brothers too. Did they set that standard for you to keep it going for your younger brothers?
Well, it's me, and then I got one younger brother, a brother younger than me, and then the other 3 older than me. So, I mean, like I said, my oldest brother, he had moved out. Now he was older than me, so he moved out a long time ago. But he used to always come see us, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, come, you know, especially when I got in high school, I spent a lot of time in West Oakland, and I learned a lot about being around older people, especially my brother. So yeah.
Okay. And you said one of your brothers actually started directing the film but didn't finish it, right?
That was that brother right there that I was talking about.
Okay. And so you pulled inspiration from him.
Yeah, because I remember he used to come and he just had a little camcorder. I was too young to go see what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? But I remember him coming and having a camera and having my brothers hanging on the side of the car, and all kind of wild, crazy stuff. But I never got a, never got a chance to see it finished.
Where did you film this film at?
And well, majority of it is in Oakland, and then I shot a scene in Phoenix, Seattle, Maryland, Frankfurt, Germany. I went a little bit everywhere.
You went to Germany. You said you went to Germany?
Yeah, Frankfurt, Germany. Yeah, it's in the movie.
Okay.
So, I don't know if he told you, but I am from Baltimore. So.
Oh yeah. The city, I can't think of it right now, but it's like 10 minutes from Baltimore.
Yep. So put it this way, I haven't gotten to that part in the movie, so I'm excited to hear that you shot in Maryland. Now, one thing I want to say is I know when my Maryland folks, when we see cameras, we go crazy. So did they give you your space, or did they kind of crowd you a little bit there?
No, it was cool. It was because I got some relatives, a little bit of everywhere.
Oh, you got some relatives there. Okay, great.
No,
great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So now I want to say, so I'm going to give people a little tidbit about the movie.
Because there's a part of the movie that you actually, because I'm going to be honest with you, Abdul. My man, when I sent him the link, he looked at the movie, started watching it, and he keeps referring back to this one scene. And it's a great scene. It's a great scene, but go ahead and talk about it.
So one of the favorite points, this is where I realized I saw where you were going with the story. I'm gonna kind of, I don't want to give too much of the movie, but
it was a great scene though.
Not just that scene.
It was great.
How you did the business, what inspired how you tied in the plot to what was going on. If you understand what I'm saying, I don't want to talk to. Actually, I can talk about this. So
what those of you that twist though, you got to bring that up.
But see, what I want people to understand is, so what he did was, he talked about. Well, he took what Nino Brown started
and finished it.
And no. He did better. Because you can't finish what Nino Brown did. He finished his own story.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah,
what he did with Nino Brown.
I'll give you that.
What he did as far as Nino Brown. Well, for case of people, if you haven't watched New Jack City, something wrong with you. I'm gonna tell you
back and watch.
You need to watch it. It's gonna inspire you no matter where you are in your life.
Yeah.
To become either a small business person or whatever it may be. But he had apartment complexes where he was running drugs out of. Okay, I'm gonna put it out there. Sorry, YouTube, if you censor me, I got 2 words for you.
Fuck you.
Thank you. Now, what he did was he took what Nino Brown did and put it on an enterprise level. What do I mean by that? He mentioned Seattle. He mentioned Maryland. He mentioned Frankfurt, Germany. He mentioned
what's the common denominator between all of those cities?
He mentioned his own home. He didn't mention his own hometown, but I saw your own hometown in there. So
no, but what's the common denominator between all those cities? I'll give you the spoiler. They're all major hubs.
No,
a lot.
I know what I was gonna say. I was like the women.
That too.
But that's the common denominator with all those cities. The women. If you get into the women, your business can grow.
Exactly.
But also when your
that's
business,
what I wanted to.
More money, more problems. Am I right or wrong? And that's why you need to watch this movie. When you watch this movie, you will see a media genius. When you think about where this story is, where it went, and where it goes, it's a genius story because you know what? It relates to a lot of people. It does. If you think about that, it really does relate to a lot of people.
On the mental aspect, it does. Mentality, you feel like you're trapped.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so you're looking for a outlet, a getaway, something to do to be able to mitigate your time, but also compensate your time with what you're putting into mitigating, if that makes sense. And for me, the movie, it takes on so many directions on a mental perspective that you can literally put it to your everyday life.
I'm glad you said that. What I got, I'm going to be honest. I told you before in the green room, I haven't watched the whole movie, but I watched half the movie. But the thing is, what keeps me watching is because you can put yourself in this situation.
Like, what would you do if
You can
was
apply,
like-
and that's when you know you're dealing with a director that understands. Because if you can't relate to the people,
So let me
your
ask
movie
you
ain't
this.
nothing,
Let
right?
me ask you this. How much of it is fact versus nonfiction?
Well,
Well, I think, like y'all said, the storyline itself of surviving in the streets and knowing who you are as a person is the most important thing. So I think a lot of people can relate to that. Not even just being in the streets, just in life in general. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of most of it is all true.
Okay.
Now, when you say it's all true, now is it true because it's your
story?
life, your story, or is it because of it's someone close to you who?
No, it's part of what I was, it's part of what I had going on.
Gotcha. Now then we're gonna leave it at that because
Now-
we're not Glad TV. We ain't getting niggas caught up.
No, that we ain't about getting caught up.
Yeah, we ain't doing
this
that.
This is a question that's been bugging me since I started this. So, where did you go to film school? Like, what film
Bro, I'm
school?
self-taught.
I think you knew that. I think you knew that.
I'm self-taught, bro. I learned how to do it all on my own. Everything, the editing, everything.
And that's the best part about it. You knew it. You knew that. And the thing about it, that's the beauty of it. That right there. Say that one more time for me, June.
I'm self-taught, bro. I literally, well, to be honest, like you said, where I get my inspiration from, a little bit of everything. Like growing up, I would watch the Rocky movies. I see Sylvester Stallone, he directed, produced. Mel Gibson directed, produced, starred in it. So it taught me that you could do more than one thing. Because they want us to think that we're only supposed to be able to do one thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it came from.
And here's another thing I want to ask you, because when I looked at it, you had like a lot of I guess underrated. Like you had your brothers in there, but so where did you find these actors that you had in your movie? Like where
did you screen them before you put them in the movie?
Well, some of them are friends, back home, and then the other ones I found them on Instagram, found them on social media.
Okay.
I try to explain to them what I was doing. I sent them the lines, and then especially if I had to fly out to their city. So I gave them like a month in advance to get everything together, and then went in and knocked it out.
So how long did it take you to make the movie from screenwriting to treatment to production to editing, all of the above? How long are we looking at? What was your process?
It took about a month and a half to actually write the script, and then it took about 2 years to actually shoot it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now my question is, did you do like the basics of what Hollywood does? Did you write your ending already and then build the story, or did you just build it as you went along?
Actually, that's a good question. I did. I took from different parts. I might start right here and then jump to this part and then put it all together.
Now, so it's like I really want to talk about the movie, but I don't want to talk about it because the anticipation.
Actually, let's talk. No, let's do this. Let's talk a little bit about the movie because it might make people want to go and watch it to find out what you're talking about.
So
Right.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna put you both. I'm gonna put you both on the spot right now. I'm
Okay.
gonna take center stage right now. First of all, we got the movie in the comments, right? Y'all need to go watch this movie because first, I don't recommend stuff unless I've watched some of it and it inspired me to tell y'all about it. Number two, y'all know I don't do Tubi. I do not do Tubi. So the only thing I watch on Tubi is Kung Fu, the Kung Fu Theater. And this is the first movie I watched on Tubi, and it's kept me watching the movie because of how it works. Because what I said about this movie, he puts you in a situation where it's like, this could be me. I'm struggling, but this could be me. That's what you got to understand. This man has put his blood, sweat, and tears in this movie without going to film school. Y'all got to understand, not going to film school, this man, he's got to hear. He put it on paper. He put it on film.
And he told you his process, that at the end of the day, it almost took him 3 years to get this film out. He didn't rush the process.
He did exactly how the process takes. He did it his way, which, I mean, like I said before, if it's made impression on me, I know it's gonna make impression on you.
And that's actually very fucking true, because me and this man, we're brothers for a reason. It's kind of hard to impress us on certain shit.
And when I'm sitting there saying I'm impressed, that means a lot, because when I watch it, like I put it this way, like I said, I'm from Baltimore, and then watching that story, it kind of reminds me of, you know what? I'm going to go here. It reminds me of The Wire. It's a great story being told.
Wow.
It's a great story being told, but you got to watch it, y'all. The link
gotta
right
watch
there.
it.
You got to watch it. If you don't watch it, you're missing out. Forget about that. I'm going here. I'm going here. No, I'm going here right now. I'm right here. What is the future happening?
I was just about to ask you that, because at the end of the day, you were telling me personally, we've had some conversations. You were telling me you're working on something new right now. I don't know if I'm supposed to spill the beans or not, but let's just put it out there.
Well, actually, I'm trying to find some good talent in Arizona, because that's where I am now. I'm in Arizona now. I'm trying to find, cameraman, camerawoman, anybody that got some kind of skills, because I got the film distributor, but I got a new movie that I wrote. It's a romantic comedy, and I don't want to say too much about it, but basically, that's all I want to say is it's a romantic comedy.
Okay.
But
You got to give a little bit more, though. You got to give a little bit more, because you don't know. Whoever might be tuning in might hit you up on Instagram and be all like, yo,
Okay.
I might want to fuck with you.
Okay, no problem.
So we have to rename him now. We got to give a new AKA Scorsese Jr. Is that what I'm saying here?
No.
Is that what I'm saying?
No.
This man just went from serious to romantic comedy.
He's doing a rom-com, bro.
Exactly. He just did something serious, and they're going to rom-com. You can't do that.
But I want to know what the rom-com's about.
Okay, I can tell you, bro. No problem.
All right.
So there's no one. It's about a guy that's doing financially good for himself, but as far as his love life, he's not doing so good. Every girl he get with, they scream over. So after his last breakup, it hurt him real bad. So he went to go see a psychic, and she told him he had to date every girl in the zodiac sign until he find the right one he's supposed to be with.
So, okay. I want to see this now. Do you need any extras?
Yeah.
Me and Pocket, we got you. We got you. I'll be
right now.
You down?
Oh, he said here.
Yeah, you down?
When am I not down?
All right, bet. You got me in Pocket. We down.
Thank you, brother, for sure.
Just don't make me run. Just what? If I run through the camera, just not pay attention to that.
Just ignore him. Ignore him. So we got what you're working on now. Let me ask you this question.
Actually, no, I got a question.
No, hold on. Hold on. No.
This is what I go through every damn Wednesday. I go through this. Go ahead.
So
say it with your chest.
So as far as younger individuals that are looking to get into the line of what you're doing as far as directing, producing, acting, screenwriting, everything that you're doing on a serious note. We joke around a lot, but on a serious note, what would your advice be to those that are looking to come up?
To be honest, I would say find a small team to build with, because you can write, you can hold the camera, you might be good at building the background, you might be good at sound. All them things are important, what I'm saying, when you're trying to create. And write something that you really believe in, because I see a lot of the same stories, they just come from different places. So I would say, find something that really inspires you and go for it.
Okay. Now, do you believe in having other writers yourself, or are you that confident in your writing abilities that you
Actually, pause on that. That's I wouldn't say. I know he's confident in his writing.
okay?
So the thing is, do you feel at some point in time you want to have other writers
join
to
your
see, to draw on your
vision?
Yeah, I think it's important to be able to pull different ideas from other people because they might see it a different way. And if, I don't want to be bullheaded and think I know everything because nobody know everything. It's good that they might say, well, why don't you do it this way or say that, So yeah, I think it's important to have other people to help you.
And the reason why I asked that question because, like he just said, like when you want to inspire the younger group, because as we know, the younger generation knows everything, right? They know everything. We can't tell them nothing; they know everything. But at the same time, you got to know when to rely on other sources.
Absolutely, it's important.
And not like that. Like you may not even use them as writers, but what they say may inspire you to add to what you already have or change something, right? So that's why that's important. Now, the question I've been asking, the question I've been wanting to ask you, I didn't ask you this before. I'm going to ask you now. How did you decide to go with Tubi, or did they come to you?
Well, you said how did I get on Tubi?
Yeah.
I found a distributor out of Detroit. A lot of the best movies that's coming out right now are out of Detroit.
Coming out of Detroit, yeah. Nina Monroe's doing her goddamn thing.
We all got the same distributor, so that's pretty much how I found it.
Okay. And so, as far as outlets, is Tubi your only outlet, or can they find you other places?
Tubi's the only outlet right now. Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I could get it on other platforms, but I don't have the relationship yet to do it.
Right. So now I know you said Phoenix here, so
Arizona, not just Phoenix, Arizona. Said Arizona.
I'm saying Phoenix because that's gonna put the footprint around the biggest city in Arizona.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Now, my question is, like, have you been networking out here with networking events as well with Arizona?
I'm trying. That's what I'm sitting there trying to figure out how to get invited to something so I could meet some people. I just ain't figured it out yet. I love it.
Bro, come holla at me. We got outlets for you.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna talk to the people. So what you all understand is, first of all, three main things right here. One, we have a young black man at 40 years old who created a movie.
Not 40 yet. Don't age him.
But he said he was 40.
No, he said he's turning 40 in a couple weeks.
Either way. So wait. We'll figure that out. No,
hold on. No, time out.
Let me rewind a little bit.
Time out.
So you're a Scorpio too. So when's your birthday?
November 6th.
Told you.
That's not 2 weeks. That's next week.
Okay. Either way it goes, he ain't 40 yet.
Either way,
he's not 40 yet.
I said 2 weeks.
But he's not.
Y'all don't see this. Whatever you do, we're gonna edit this out. You said
edit what out? I'm not editing this shit out.
Fuck that. Said 2 weeks.
It don't matter.
Scorpio. So now we align together because 10 days after his birthday is my birthday. So what the hell?
That doesn't matter with what I said. It's not today.
Either way, we got a fellow Scorpio. So now you know I'm pushing hard. We got to align together as people, not of color, not of race, of people. Well, actually, you know what? One race, human race. I'm going to say that. I don't say that much. I'm going to say it. But at the same time, go watch this movie.
Do we make everything about race?
You do. But
I really do. I really fucking do. You did it this time, though. Yeah, you did. You just said it's not about color. It's not. Well,
human race. And then we got the F1 race, the Formula One race. Then we got the NASCAR racing this week. Man, you messed me up. So let me get back there. So look at me, y'all. Don't look at me.
You see what I'm doing, right?
See what you dealing with.
You see what I'm doing, right? No, you see what I'm doing, right? Help me out here. Who's right?
I'm out of it, man. Stay out of it.
June, my fellow Scorpio, who taped in my city, has brought together one major movie that I think everyone needs to see. I really do. I've watched half of it. I'm gonna watch the other half, right? I believe y'all need to see this to understand why I say it took what Nino Brown and New Jack City started.
I would tell you like this: what he did is a vision of what a lot of people feel like they can do in real life, but fail.
No, they can't do. They ain't got no way to do it.
Exactly. That's why they fail. You understand what I'm saying? But he took his vision and put it into film and made something right.
The one thing that
he made it's a good ass fucking film, bro. Like
what people don't understand is what you did in that movie. You separated family from work.
Right.
And what's funny now, a lot of the jobs nowadays, they have you working from home, right? So what happens? You can't separate family from business. And what you did in that movie, you did that for a good while.
On a personal note, I'm gonna tell you like this. The only reason why I know about Tubi is because my wife is a big avid Tubi watcher. Let me finish. Shut up. Shut up.
Is your wife tuning in right now? She need to put you on blast.
First, either way it goes, there's been something that I look at and I'm like, they had no business goddamn film whatsoever. Your film, back.
Obviously, I didn't have it. You've been in contact with him. And like I said, I got halfway through the movie. This guy's got.
Now you see what I was talking about.
This guy's got talent. Undiscovered talent. Undiscovered. And the thing is, you did it naturally. That's why I asked you, did you go to film school? What you did? I did this on my own. This, that, and other. This is what I want to tell people out there. You don't know you go to school. Right? You can
do what you want to do.
Say one more time.
You can do what you want to do as long as you apply yourself.
Don't sit there. This new generation coming out.
Resources.
Don't look for handouts. Did you get a loan? Did you get a grant? Did you get any type of funding for that?
Nah, I pay for it out of my own pocket, but that's the hard part too. You know, it not having the resources, because you know it's a lot of brilliant people out there that don't have the resources, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's so much good talent out there that we'll never get a chance to see because they don't have the right resources. You know, well, that's what I want to be able to do.
As far as resources go, let me ask you this: that certain resources that would be available to somebody would be based upon certain that you build.
Wait, ask me one more time, bro. I couldn't really hear you.
So my question is, based on the type of relationships that you have with the resources that are given, do you think that certain resources that are given are based off the relationships that you have?
Yeah, I do. But I also think that you know, I don't know, it's kind of hard to say, bro. I think like you just got to know the right people, because even the people that you think gonna help you are not gonna be the ones. It might be a whole total stranger. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard.
I strongly believe that. I believe that, yeah.
I'm gonna put this out there. Arizona. We've got a lot of musical artists. I'm putting that in quotation marks. We've got a lot of entertainment.
Are you only filming this in Arizona? Are you looking at other places?
The next movie, yeah, it's gonna be strictly in Arizona. I want to tell an Arizona story, and I could use as much help to tell the Arizona story because I want the lingo to sound like Arizona. You know what I'm saying? I want to feel like Arizona.
Exactly. I got you. Like with the last one, you had every lingo of all the cities you had in there, right? You had every lingo. Like you had you have Arizona, some people from Arizona. You had Seattle. You had from Maryland. You had from Germany. So you had things different there. So now it's about your where you are. People, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna say it one more time. Like, if I haven't said it enough, I'm gonna say it right now. Go watch it. Go watch the movie, but also feed into this man, this gentleman's vision. His vision is real. What he does is real.
So let me ask you:
the stories he tells, the stories he tells are not stories.
So let me ask
Hey,
you
he said it. He said it.
So let me say this. Let me ask you this. Being that you want to make the Arizona story, are you looking to want to have other writers involved?
I mean, the script is pretty much done, but I wouldn't mind having the input as far as making it feel like the real place. If that makes sense. Like, you know, where this should happen at, you know, things like that.
Now, here's a question I thought about. Have you forward thought soundtrack? Because have you forward thought that, or because you were kind of restricted because of the budget, because you're building it yourself? Have you thought about maybe soundtracks, like with a soundtrack, like maybe featuring Arizona artists?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would love. Yep, I want to get as many Arizona artists on there as possible. Absolutely.
Okay. And the reason why I asked that, because as we know, out here it's a little bit different, right? You've seen it yourself. It's a little bit different when people are like, well, what can I get out of this? All of the Arizona people, for the most part, they're like, what are you doing for me? And if you can sit there, I'm not saying that you have to go out of pocket, but a lot of them will do it on the buck because they know, well, when you're making a movie, that means I'm gonna get such right. That means I can do this, this, and here we go. We're both right. So
absolutely. Yep, right. I mean, my whole thing is giving a person an opportunity to showcase what they, just like all the artists in my first movie. I found basically all the music myself too, and there was a lot of dope music on there that nobody never heard.
I'm gonna tell you a couple. I should have
already forgot.
But there's a couple songs that I heard. I'm like, I literally forgot the plot. You know what I'm saying? Listening to music, I'm like, oh, man. And like I said, I'm from Baltimore, so I'm gonna give you a little background about myself. My mother, he knows this. She and my father introduced me to a lot of music. I've got a wide range of music. So when someone catches my ear in the first
his mama was the radio disc jockey on the radio in Baltimore.
So that's big, bro.
Yeah.
So when I hear music, the first 10 seconds, either it catches you or it loses you.
Right.
So 10 seconds, a lot of those tracks, I'm like, I forgot the plot. I had to go back and watch the plot. That's why the guy put in the movie. I had to go back and watch.
Yeah. He kept texting me. I got irritated with this man. He kept fucking texting me, talking about, bro. Yeah, you laughing. I'm being real. I'm being real right now. He pissed me the fuck off.
That's just me. Music is like he's actually performer. He's a performer.
He's
a musician. He's a rapper and performer. And when it comes to me with music, I have a because of how I grew up. So my mother always told me 10 seconds. So when I hear that, I'll sit there and listen to that, and I'll tune everything else out. So then I had to go back and watch.
No, like, you know what? He kept asking me, and I couldn't figure out the answer to this. So maybe you can answer this for me. What's the name of the song?
The main track. The track for the head track.
But say one. I can't hear you. Say one more time.
The head track for the movie.
What's the name of that song?
The head track.
Well, maybe I'm thinking the head track.
There's a certain song that you play, and it's throughout the movie, and I can't figure out the name of the song, but he keeps texting me every 5 minutes when he's watching this movie. What's the name of that song?
I know it's a Oakland artist. I know it. Just can't figure out.
It's only one song that I play. It's only one song that I play twice, and it's at the end, and
That's it.
That's it.
Wait, is that in the beginning? Is that at the beginning?
No, it's at the end of the movie, and it's at when the movie go off. But that's the only movie I play twice.
No.
Song I play.
Maybe it's.
What's the other song, man?
So it's like when the little boy is on the screen.
Yeah, that one. And he falls off.
Oh, you talking about? That's my partner, Brady Lawson.
Okay.
Damn, I'm gonna have to. Damn.
Wait, I haven't got to the end yet.
Shout out.
So wait,
Shout out. Give him a shout out. Who's that again?
Rayleigh Lawson, RAILEY LAWSON. It's called "Come With Me."
Okay.
Come with me.
Because that song caught my ear, and I had to go back, and I'm like, oh shoot, I got to go back and watch
And he
this
kept
again.
asking me what's the name of that song. And I'm like, I don't know, bro. I wish I could tell you. I don't know.
It's all the in the
I'm gonna tell you right now, what he's supposed to do when I ask that question, he's supposed to go back to you and ask you what the name of the song is. So you hear that? You hear that? Let me do it again. Do I have to do it again?
Good with you. So I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Keep going for it. Keep on.
I can do it one more time. One more game.
They can't hear me.
The people in the back.
Anyway, bro. Bro, do you have a
so
name? Dude, do you have a name?
Wait, all right, stop everything. Is that a people?
Yeah.
Blue nose, red nose.
All right. Hey, what was that? What was that question again?
Blue nose or red nose? People, blue nose or red nose?
Damn. They about to stop barking in a second. All right. Say what?
Wait. This is a family show. So you know what? If they want to get seen, you gotta bring them up. You gotta bring them up if they want to be seen.
Nah, we ain't doing all that. Hey, be quiet. All right, ask
Blue nose or red nose?
Red.
Okay.
All right, what was
So we're gonna go back. I'm gonna talk about so my brother Ronnie, my last brother who passed. For those of you that are watching, I'm saying it out loud now. My brother that passed a few weeks ago. That's why we did a little lull. He had one blue nose and one red nose.
Really?
And the red nose was the youngest.
Really?
I'm like, the red nose pitbulls are worse or blue nose pitbulls. I'm just saying it.
Not unless you got the blue nose on. If you got blue nose on,
red nose pitbulls are worse than blue nose because of they listen, but they don't listen. They're like, well, what are you going to do about it? And
right.
That's what. See, you know that's what I'm talking about. They were like, what are you going to do about it? If I don't rep attention, you ain't going to do shit because I'm cute.
right? The blues, yeah, you're right. But I want to ask Jay question because I couldn't hear you. What was your question, bro?
no, you answered my question.
Oh.
Bet that. I appreciate it.
But I want to say something though about the New Jack City reference. Because I was trying to tell you earlier. That's based in Oakland too. Felix Mitchell, the story in New Jack City is really about Oakland. Ice-T even tell you in the interview. That's
How
based.
so?
All right, that story is from the 69 Village, 10 blocks from where I was raised. The real story. He really did that. But everything Nino Brown did, that was done in Oakland. They just told the story in New York. But that's really come out of Oakland too, though.
And so those of you that are watching, why they moving? The reason why they put it in New York because they were unsure if they could get prosecuted for what happened in California because of how things work. That's why they moved it to New York because they feel like it was safer because it wasn't for New York.
Man, you know how it is, man. They take stuff from, you know how it is, man. They like you said, they might have had a better idea of thinking it might be a bigger story being out of New York, whatever the case might be. But that's an open story, though. Everybody know that.
At that time, yeah, and that makes sense because at that time, New York was popular.
Well, New York was always popular because
at that time for film.
But see, here's what I want people to understand: when you look at where they're filmed, and look at what they're representing. A lot of times, what they're representing is not what they're filming. And because of that, we get brainwashed. Oh, they filmed it in New York. Oh, New York. No, not that. Oh, they filmed it. No, I will say The Wire was in Baltimore because you can tell you that I took her to the area to film that because I have family with them. But beyond that, most films, they're not filmed where they take place.
Right.
One to protect that's filming. That's why I remember I asked you in the beginning when you went to Baltimore, were they okay with you filming there, or was it, so because of how things work? A lot of times people want to keep things secret. They want to keep it like this. They don't want people coming in. Of course,
right.
Oh, there's such a certain
yeah.
They don't.
So I think what you're saying is the important thing for a filmmaker to understand is you got to be ground zone. You got to be on the ground when you're in somebody else's space. You got to build with the people. Let them know what you're trying to do. Let them know you ain't trying to exploit them, and get their blessing. That's the best way to keep yourself safe. Also.
So before we get out of here, I want to ask you, what is your message that you would like to tell those that are listening now in regards to, for one, I think we pounded in your head. Two, I think we pounded in your head. Check out the film. Three.
Wait. If I co-signed him, check out the film. He got a real problem. I'm gonna just say it right there. I'm gonna be like Biden right now. You ain't check out the film. You ain't a real problem. You ain't black. You ain't white. You ain't Mexican. You're not Indian. You're Arizona. Check out the film because you know what? This next film, we want the locals from Arizona to step up. Come on out. Be a part of this film. We want it to be so big that when he goes to choose, he's like, man, I don't know what to do. I have too many people to choose from. That's what we want. We want this young black
entrepreneur.
No, we gonna figure it out.
No.
Producer.
We ain't got no time for all that. He wears too many hats. Entrepreneur.
But you know what he was going to put him in? I'm going to put him in the category. Because we just finished Halloween.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Stephen King. Who's in that category? You haven't written a book yet. But the fact that you have taken your story, you've let it all the way.
You literally just count. No, you literally just count.
Is that not what my
you just
elf on the shelf?
Shut the fuck up. Anyway.
My whole thing is when I see people, because
I'm proud of you. No, hold on. Let me say this.
We're so close to the same generation. I'm 45, turning 46.
Let me say this. And I mean this in honesty in my heart. I'm proud of you, young brother.
Thank you.
At the end of the day, you could have turned to something. You could have did something, but you did something productive. I'm proud of you, young brother. I just have to do one thing. Take your talent and give it to the younger generation.
No, that's not what I want to do.
Share it with the rest of them.
Share it.
Share it with the rest of them. But I want you to keep the younger generation. Specifically, let me finish. Specifically. Now, I'm all for education by any means necessary. Okay? I'm not saying you got to go to a 4-year school. Education is what you need. But at the end of the day, if you yourself can take the talent and the knowledge of what you have as an individual and share it with the next young person, you are doing your job, young people.
It's real tough. That's the whole point that you want. Like, if you look at a lot of the stuff that's out there, is the being on drugs, it's the violence. It's like, what do they have to pull from that's going to make them not want to go in either one of them directions? You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, like he said earlier, they don't even want to listen, but they listen to me. I never had an issue with the youngsters. You know what I'm saying? And you're right. You want to be able to give them something that they can survive on and not crash out on. You know what I'm saying? It's important, very important. Because I know for us, like you say, y'all 5, 6 years older than me, I would have been right in front of y'all.
One more time.
Say that again for the people in the back of the
My thing is right now, I feel like we don't have enough young writers coming up to profess to them to understand. My problem is right now is that we need to get you in the camp. We need to get you in those festivals. Independent film festival. Kansas.
Man.
Internationally. Because you win, you building, you know what? People in Germany should have promoted you a little bit, promoted you a hell of a lot more than what happened. Yeah, 2018, 2019. So they should have put that forward to promote you better than what, especially if they're in it. I think, especially if they're in it. We need as a what I realize and what I've analyzed that when it comes to in general, we want to look at Marvel, we want to look at DC, we want to look at all these franchises, but there's people like yourself that self-talk, that self-learn, that actually have the knowledge to pass on to the rest about what you did wrong and what you did right. But most of what you did right, to tell you like, hey, don't do this. This is what you need to do to get ahead.
So basically, what he's saying is doing your thing.
Don't stop. As a song from a long time ago. Can't stop, won't stop.
Whatever film that you're working on right now, bro, get that shit done.
Okay.
Because
no problem.
I'm gonna take a stand from state property. Being Eagle himself. You either gonna get down or lay there.
Right. Real talk. And that, but like you said, even the film festivals, that's all I've been sitting here trying to figure out how to get the relationship to even get on there because they're charged with a whole bunch of bread.
Come and talk to us.
Put it this way.
Come and talk to us, bro.
You're working, you're making a positive message. We're working, making a positive message. What's that sound?
Come and talk to us.
Right.
There's film festivals out here locally in Arizona that you can get put in. I know people in California that you can get put in.
You know what? I was there.
Virginia.
What I always tell people is that when it comes down to it, when you're positive and black, the top dollar media, you want, and yes, not me. They don't want your because it's too positive. There's it, because they know when.
Same thing with rap music, bro. Not to cut you off. Same thing with rap music. Because I'm speaking to artists myself. You put a positive content out there, what's going to happen? They're going to cancel you. But you put in that message, hustle, thieving, pimping, pander,
pimps, O's.
What's going to happen?
I say business is really correct, but you know exactly what we're saying.
I want you to say what you said a minute ago again, because I want them to hear what you said.
Which one? Oh, go ahead, Pocket.
Aligning together is the biggest thing. Aligning together, and people always look at, it's two black dudes having a podcast. That's not the thing. If you ever realize we black podcast, It's not about a color thing. It's about people. It's about aligning together as people. Because when we do this, ain't nobody, no matter what color, ain't nobody can break that apart. When you interlock, when you sit there and support each other, regardless of the color of your skin, you have no idea how much power. You have no idea of the impact you have on people not around you, but people that are watching you. Because of social media, we have more of an impact. People are afraid of that. People are afraid of that. Because when you look at it, what it was, look at the last election. We always talk about, we joke back about back and forth about it. Look at the last election. The reason why it was the biggest effort, because not of who was voting, because of people in general.
So, folks, we've had a great conversation.
Matter of fact, June, one day we're gonna bring you back. We're gonna have our normal show, and we're gonna have you.
I want to turn into our normal show. That way, we get your perspective on certain topics that we deal with.
We cover sports, which we didn't do today. We cover politics, which we didn't do. Well, actually, we kind of did this round, just like 0.8% of what we usually do. But we cover topics that people stay away from.
Talk about things that people don't want to talk about. And you're not scared. So we want to bring you back.
I mean, to be honest with you, I think you got to be, aware of the things that you talk about because of how society is. But I like what y'all saying because if you look at a lot of majority of films that are doing good, it is pushing the same agenda.
Exactly.
Even like the movies that we grew up watching, none of them live to be out at 19 years old. You know what I'm saying? But we still pushing it like it's the best thing going. But who survived? Tell a story about who survived and made it. You know what I'm saying? That's, we got to change the stories too, though. We got to start telling some different stories, man.
You know what I want?
There you go. Change that narrative.
You know what I want to see you do? You know what I want to see you do? I'm ending on this. I would love to see him do a documentary. I think he will be
actually great. You know what? You're so broad with it. I'm going to come back to you. I want you to do a documentary.
Oh, okay. And on that note, folks, June, I thank you for tuning in. Oh, what was you about to say? I'm sorry.
I didn't hear what you said about the documentary. What kind of documentary you said?
So somebody that was impactful to you and
do a documentary.
Now I will say that he already
put it out there. Do a documentary about you.
Now I'm gonna put this out there that the movie that he already has done shows a documentary quote unquote in itself, but we're asking him to do take somebody from that lifestyle. Now, mind you, you may be able to find right here in Arizona because you're here with us in Arizona. You may be able to find somebody in Arizona that you can relate to, or if I don't know. But here's what I'm saying: Arizona right now, tap in. This man has a storyline that he wants local people from Arizona to tap in. He wants extras. He wants people that ain't about the BS. He wants people that's real. He wants people that wants their story to be told. He wants people that are real actors, not the ones that are going to waste his time. They're going to be on time, not color people's time, but on time. I'm gonna get it done.
I'm gonna give you the last word before we end the show. What are you feeling?
You said what?
I'm gonna give you the last word before we end the show. How are you feeling?
You said how am I feeling?
Yes, sir.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Like I told you earlier, man, I appreciate the platform, bro. You feel me? I like what y'all doing. And it's, you said what?
What is it that you want to leave the people?
I'm telling you. I want to shout y'all out first because y'all gave me the platform to even speak because that's the hardest thing to find a platform to let you talk. You know what I'm saying? And even get the message out. But besides that, Man, I'm looking forward to shooting this next movie and building with y'all too. See what y'all got going on. But check that Tunnel Vision out today on Tubi, a film by Abdul Amin.
Now, I will say this: like those of you who tapped in, Arizona people for what do I want to say? Arizona people that are serious about your craft. This is it, right here. Here's your opportunity. You thought at some point in time that you know. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say that. Scratch that. Arizona people that are I'm not talking about transplants. I'm talking about people who grew up here, that know Arizona better than anybody.
Bring this down. Bring the noise.
Bring your noise. Tap into this young, I'm going to say young black gentleman who I think everybody should follow. I really do. I've gotten halfway. I made it a point that I'm going to get to. The reason why I couldn't get over there because I have another job that I work, so I have obligations. But at the same time, I'm going to finish this movie. I'm already impressed how his thought is. I'm already impressed with his thought process. Go watch it. Tune in. Watch it. Matter of fact,
until next week, folks. Because if I don't cut him off, he's going to keep going. So until next week, folks. Yes.
I don't think so.
You're going right now.
I'm going because
June, thank you for doing it. Thank you. I appreciate you being on the show, man.
Word of the day.
Bring you back in.
Support. Word of the day.